One, two, three.
Hi puzzle pieces, welcome to Everything Spiritual, and today we are going to be discussing energy exchange. Is it a blessing or a nightmare? Let's dive into it. There are many ways to exchange energy. You can exchange energy through handshakes, kissing, hugs, sex, but those are all physical. You can also exchange energy just by talking to someone, just by being in the same room as someone, being around someone. So there are many different ways that you can exchange energy with someone. We've all felt good energy, negative energy, and energy is very important because being in contact with the wrong energy can cause misfortune or even taint your body and your spirit. Look at energy exchange as symbiotic relationships. An energy exchange can either be mutualistic, commensalistic, or parasitic. Let's start with parasitic. Negative energy. We all know about the energy vampires and how they suck the energy, the life force out of you, leaving you feeling drained. But what about the other parasitic energy exchanges? What about the ones that's not so obvious? The ones that you don't actually know that a parasite has latched onto you. A parasitic exchange is not just draining, it can also cause misfortune. I've talked to so many people, men and women, that have testimonies of after sleeping with someone, their life just go downhill. Like they just have a series of bad luck. So parasitic relationships, it can also cause misfortune, and it can also taint your body and also give them access to your body. And I know this firsthand. I'm not going to tell the whole story because that's a completely different video. There's a lot of details that I have to add. But when I first started my journey about 3 years ago, I was so new, so naive, that I actually came across a very dangerous parasite. And can you guys guess how he gained access to my energy, my body, my spirit? Through the hands. And it wasn't even a handshake. He was actually a very gifted palm reader. And how he would gain access to not just me, but other people, victims, is through the hand, through the hand. Whether he read your palms or whether it was just a handshake, but any hand touch, contact with the hand, he had access to you. And I didn't even know that he was a parasite. It started off by me feeling drained, and after I started feeling drained, it's just eventually I felt like I wasn't in control of my own body. It was like I was just a witness, like I was just watching myself live. It's so hard to explain. He would terrorize me in my dreams. I could always feel his energy. He always knew what I was thinking. It was just a complete invasion of privacy. Like I felt like I was being possessed. And this guy actually claimed to be one of the devil's sons and also reptilian. But like I said, that's all the details is for another video at another time. But he was very dangerous. He was very parasitic, and I eventually had to exorcise him and his energy out of me because he had latched on to me so strongly. Now I'm very cautious or even paranoid of shaking people's hands. I do not allow people to read my palms anymore, but it's just me protecting my energy, protecting my spiritual space, my privacy. That was a very intense, interesting, and horrific experience to go through. We don't have to dive too far into mutualistic exchange, because for the most part we know that both parties benefit from the exchange. You both could feel very energized afterwards. You could give each other inspiration, motivation. You could even have a streak of good luck in each other's lives, just by having that exchange. Let's talk about something not so common: commensalistic energy exchange, where one party benefits but the other neither benefits or is harmed. I view commensalistic energy exchange as the happy person that's always at work. That person at work that is always happy. It does not matter what's going around, what's going on. Everyone can be super mad and upset, but this one particular person is always happy and so unbothered of the negativity that's going on in the environment. The person that's always happy, the person that's always cheerful, you could be having a terrible day, just in a horrible mood. Don't talk to me, stay out my space. I don't think this day is gonna get better, but if you come in contact with this one person, for some reason, they can just brighten your day. That dark cloud that was following you around suddenly disappears. And they can, just send positive energy just by giving you a smile, a nice conversation, a compliment. Some people can just, maybe even just walk past you, and start making you feel good. Energy is so powerful, and it's so contagious. Regardless of your negative energy or the negative energy that's around, this person is not affected. And even though they're giving you positive energy, they're brightening your day, they're not drained. They're not gaining, but they're also not losing. So I actually love this particular energy exchange. So is energy exchange a blessing or a nightmare? It's honestly both. It all depends on the type of energy that you are coming in contact with. And in these times, especially dealing with energy and so many different types of people and the energy around in general, we have to rely heavily on our intuition, our gut instincts. Don't ignore the feelings. If you get a bad feeling from someone, then just trust that instinct. Even though when I first started my spiritual journey, I was very, naive. I knew something was off about this guy. I didn't know what it was. I, couldn't tell you why I felt this way, but I just knew something was wrong. Something was off about him, And if I would have went with that gut instinct, my intuition, then that would have saved me from a lot of horrific events dealing with him, and him even having access to my energy. And also that same building, sorry guys, I was supposed to cut this video off, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this story out. But there was another guy that I actually came into contact with, and he claimed to be this healer. And since I was new on my journey, I was very skeptical. That's what got me in trouble in the first place. That's how I came in contact with the palm reader guy, because I'm very skeptical. I'm like, okay, well, read my palm, tell me about me. And so this guy, he he claimed to be a healer, and he looked at one of my co-workers, and he could tell that she had a stroke. She never even mentioned that she had a stroke. You couldn't look at her and tell that she had a stroke, but he could just, he knew that she had a stroke. And he did like some weird thing where he kind of used his hands and like hovered around her arm, and he did it like this, and he was like shaking, but he was claiming to heal her, and she actually started feeling better. And so, I started talking to him, and, I'm wanting him to heal something on me. Not that there's something that needs to be healed, but, I'm skeptic. Hey, try something on me. And what he did was actually, again, he gained access to me, to my spirit, to my body, and he actually took something from me. He took some of my throat chakra energy, and it took a while to even gain it back. I'm not even sure if I have gained it back, but energy exchange is just so, I don't want to say dangerous, but it's just very important to be aware and use your intuition, and just be very cautious on where you're putting your energy and who you're exchanging your energy with. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I'm looking forward to putting up more videos and having more discussions. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will definitely hang out with you guys later. Bye.